Hello everyone. This is the video lecture to see the topic session handling and to understanding the cookies for the subject web technologies. This topic is from the third unit. In the third unit, we are studying about the server-side programming. Session. Session means a particular interval of time. Session tracking is a way to maintain a state of an user. It is also known as session management in servlet. HTTP protocol is a stateless, so we need to maintain state using session tracking techniques. Each time user requests to the server treats the request as the new request. So we need to maintain the state of an user to recognize to particular user. HTTP is a stateless, that is each request is considered as the new request. In the diagram we are seeing the client request is coming from the client to the server. It will be considered as the new request. Then the appropriate response will be sent by the server to the client. Then after that, when the client send the second request to the server, it will be considered as the new request by the server. What is the use of session tracking? It is used to recognize the user. It is used to recognize the particular user. There are four session tracking techniques are there by using the cookies, hidden form field, URL rewriting and HTTP session. Servlet cookies. A cookie is a small piece of information that is persisted between the multiple client requests. A cookie has the following attributes like name, single value and optional attributes such as comment, path and domain qualifiers, a maximum age and a version number. By default, each request is considered as a new request. In cookies technique, when we add cookie with response, normally we add cookie with response from the servlet. So cookie is stored in the cache memory of the browser. After that, if request is sent by the user, cookie is added with request by default. Thus, we recognize the user as the old user. Types of cookies. There are two types of cookies. Non-persistent cookie, persistent cookie. Non-persistent cookie, it is valid for single session only. It is removed each time when the user closes the browser. Persistent cookie, it is valid for multiple session. It is not removed each time when user closes the browser. It is removed only if user log out or sign out. Advantages of cookies. They are the simplest technique to maintaining the state. It is maintained at the client side. Cookies are actually textual information that is stored in key value pair format to the client's browser during the multiple requests. It is one of the state management techniques in the session tracking. Basically, the server treats every client request as a new one, so to avoid this situation, cookies are used. When the client generates a request, the server gives the response with cookies having an ID which are then stored in the client's browser. Thus, if the client generates a second request, a cookie with the matched ID is also sent to the server. When the server fetch the cookie ID, if found, it will treat it as an old request. Otherwise, the request is considered as new. In this diagram, it is described. That is, request 1 is produced by the client to the server. The server will compare the cookie and after that when the server send the response to the client, it will add the cookie with the response. After some time, when the client sends the second request, then the cookie will be compared against the old one. If the cookie ID matched, then the server considered this request as the old request. Cookie class. Java x.servlet.http.cookie class provides the functionality of using cookies. It provides lot of useful methods. Constructor. There are two constructors are there. First one is to construct the cookie. Second one is with two parameters that is used to create the cookie with a specified name and value. Then there are some methods are there. First method is set max age. It is used to set the maximum age of the cookie in seconds. Second method is get name. It returns the name of the cookie. The name cannot be changed after creation. Then the third method is get value. It returns the value of the cookies. Next method is set name. It is used to change the name of the cookie. Then set value method is used to change the value of the cookie. There are some other methods are there to be used for cookies. First one is add cookie. This method of HTTP servlet response interface is used to add cookie in the response object. Then public cookie get cookies method of HTTP servlet request interface is used to return all the cookies from the browser. So that's all about the session tracking with the help of cookies. Thank you.